Hello, how are you? You all know what day of the month it is. It's the first Friday of the month, which means a sketchbook tour. Today we'll be delving into beloved Sketchbook 8. Now, we did show a little preview of this last time, which if you didn't watch last sketchbook tour, well, the last video of this series, right, where I show you my old sketchbooks. The last time we saw, not in here, but in the previous one, which is sketchbook 7, we saw my drama with a artist group where they got mad at me because I didn't worship this one person along with them. So if you want to see that, you can watch that. But keep in mind, which pretty much every single video of this series includes this warning where I warn you that this series contains sensitive topics of which I deal with in a more humorous tone because that's how I deal with my issues. So if that is not the way that you want to deal with these topics specifically, don't watch this. Always keep yourself safe first. So today we'll be seeing sketchbook 8, which this sketchbook was made from August of 2020 up to November of 2020, which we're still in the 2020 sketchbooks, which is surprising. Now, is the first page censored still? Yes. Which this was when I started making the first pages as well. And I was still doing this sort of almost child book sort of thing. I don't know. I was trying to do something like crazy and cool, and in the end it just looks kind of ugly, if I have to be honest. Does not look good. So here we have Surimu, which at this point Surimu was sort of a doll. I'm pretty sure that the thing with Surimu, like the story behind Surimu's character, was that she had died and was brought back in a doll sort of way. For this wrong, but it looks cute. I mean, yeah, it's well drawn for someone that doesn't really draw feet that often, for obvious reasons. But at this little thing, this whole concept, it died. Also, why is this 2.0? I don't remember any other sketchbook 8, okay? This is the only one that I know of. So we have to jump the first page because there is nudity. And second page we have, I used to put dates, so this is the 11th of August of 2020. I'm pretty sure that for you North Americans that are watching this, just in general, also Europeans if I'm not mistaken, okay, I'm pretty sure that you all put the month before the day, but here in South America, as far as I know, at least here where I live in Brazil, which is the only other country that I went to, these places we put first day, then month, then year, okay, which in my head makes sense, okay, so just keep that in mind, don't get confused, okay, it's not November and December. Anyways, I was doing poses and I was doing stuff, I guess. And here I was trying to draw different eyes, and this is Funchan. Funchan is Shi's ex-girlfriend at this point in time. And at this point they were dating still. So nowadays, Funchan, man, I haven't drawn Funchan in 15 years. And I also don't know how this top works, because there's nothing holding that thing down. Plus it's loose. Gravity did not do its job for Funchan. Funchan must be glad, because if not, she would be just flashing everyone. Either way, I was planning to make a reference sheet for Funchan. Never happened. Funchan had this cool, I mean, this is really cool. She had this tail. It's ugly, if I have to be honest. Nowadays, Leftan, why do their names rhyme? I don't know, but Leftan has a tail like this, so, except these ugly little, like, viney thingies, leaf sort of stuff. I don't have a pencil with me, I'll just have to do a mechanical pencil, which I don't really like doing because I'm very light-handed with these, but, like, Leftan has a tail that goes like this, and then, like, viney bits, like, going around here on the top, and then a little spiral. So this is Leftan's tail, and I think that Demovi also has a tail, and he's like those are the only two characters that have tails of characters that survived over the years, because Funchan is gone, okay? She's out there. I think that she went to Uruguay and nowadays she's just living there, okay? Why? I don't know. Why Uruguay specifically? I don't know either. Bad body again. Is there any good body here? Then we have Selena. Honestly, I miss drawing this outfit for Selena. This outfit technically still lives. It's just that, since the story takes place in South America, Central South America specifically, it's very hot, okay? There's no way that Selena's wearing a hoodie that often. Maybe like 1 month a year. Then I was going to make a reference sheet for Selena. Never did. Did I make a reference sheet? I mean, nowadays I have it. Yeah, I do. I had forgotten. I made that last year. After like over a decade. That's great. Faces. So I don't have same face syndrome, except that I can see both same face syndrome and also the fact that it's different. But the thing is, I only changed the eyes here. If I wanted, since I was still drawing like noses at this point, I should draw some nose that isn't just a little ball nose, which I guess is cute, but you know, it doesn't help with the same face syndrome. Also the fact that the head is the same. Pretty much the only thing that changes here is the eyes, not even the eyebrows change. Then, faces. This is stiff as my bones. This is as stiff as my bones. She's thick. Honestly, I need help. My bones are stiff. I guess that having stiff bones is good, right? My entire body is just very stiff, okay? I need more yoga in my life, I guess. Now, this is what I mentioned last time, which at this point I was watching a very specific playthrough of the game You and Me and Her, A Love Story, which is a visual novel, which is pretty much the predecessor to Doki Doki Literature Club. And I'm pretty sure that if you search it up, you will find the exact YouTuber that I watched. Yes, it's Bijou Mike. I don't need to hide it. The art of Tsuji Santa, which is the artist that made the art for the game, which is also the same artist that makes the art for Super Sonico. The art is amazing. Now, I do follow Tsuji Santa on Twitter, but I don't recommend really checking them out because... oh, you know, not really my cup of tea in that aspect, but the art is wonderful. I love that art style, which Tsuji Santa was also the artist that brought me back into the anime art style. So here is a scene from the game that I drew in my own art style at that point. But, I don't know. They just made me come back to it, because at this point, if you haven't seen in my previous sketchbook videos, which I don't know why you would start in the middle. Okay, I have no idea why you would do that to yourself. But if you did, just know that at some point in my life, I guess this counts for the Folder series as well, technically. But at some point in my life, people just kept asking me if I was drawing anime, this and anime that, and I got tired, so I just completely erased anime from my art style and went for a Western cartoon route, which was what I was doing up until, I guess, here. Here I have Selena in that sort of art style. Like, the only thing that I sort of did was make the face more anime. Because the body is still the same. And the hair. The hair I also added more strands, which was cool. Like, look at Henry here. This looks weird. My little doodles where I talk with Henry. I miss talking with Henry. I still haven't talked with Henry in my sketchbook now. Why haven't I done that? I should go back to talking with him. Instead, I talk to the public. What public? I don't know. Wings. Galaxy wings. I don't see it. The hair, as always, we talked about that in the last video. Oh, look at Thing. Look at Thing. This is Soph. I forgot his name for a sec. This is Soph. And he's the president. Just when was he the president? I don't even know. I just know that, And I did him no justice, okay? Then we have Galaxy and Sky. This is a drawing. Didn't I redraw this? This is a redraw of a drawing that I had drawn previously. Basically, it's me floating with a flowy dress, which this is actually a dress I own. It's not this long, but then I used to wear tights a lot, just so that I was wearing completely black. I like wearing full-on black, okay? Right now I'm wearing a black shirt too, so it's just how I am. Now this is Zelda. Okay, I like the art of that game, specifically the DS ones. I think that those are just very nice, but the previous ones as well, like, oh, that one with the boat, not this boat, but the other one with the boat. I forgot the name of that. It's like Whirly Winds or something. That is also great. The previous ones as well. like the very pixel art style, like old school ones. The art for those are great too. Honestly, just the art of Zelda is great, okay? Like, I'm just going to start reciting every single Zelda game if I start going that route, either way. Concept drawings. This is the sketch of a drawing that I finished with watercolors, in quotes, because I did that with watered down acrylic paints. And you can see that in the last video of the folder series, I think. Either way, this is like social media concept drawing. This is she, I think, if I'm not mistaken, because she had wings at this point. This is Fun-chan. And I guess that's that. I was watching Minori. There's like no other saying to that. Then here's Nostalgia's close. Oh, I need to draw Nostalgia again. You all have no idea how much I think about Nostalgia and 178 and Demovie and their story specifically. I need it in my life. I also think that I'm going to rename that, just randomly throw in here. Because right now the name of that story is like CRCP, Experiment 178, if I'm not mistaken. And I think that I should change that because it's a lot more fantasy-like than it is in the name, and the name doesn't do it justice, so I might rename that. Here is my advice for how to get a following. Draw famous people, draw challenges, and draw sexy women. If you want to follow that, you can. Henry, except that he's shirtless. Done. Fixed. Let's add some wrinkles in there, just to add something. A girl just being very bored. This is 178 on a swing. I actually did end up drawing 178 on a swing a year after this. Or like a few months, because I'm pretty sure that I drew that at the beginning of 2021. Then we have Miku. Can't ever miss a Miku in my life. Haven't drawn Miku in a very long time, so I'm doing things wrong. Then we have, this is a redraw of a drawing that I did back in the beginning of 2020, and this is, no, that was 2019. Ooh, I think that I actually don't have that drawing anymore, which is a shame. I could find it if I logged into my old account, probably. Either way, this is very cute. I love this little drawing right here, and I honestly think that I should redraw this again, maybe. If you see any drawing that you wish for me to redraw, tell me down below the timestamp and what drawing it is, because I want to make a video very soon, okay? It's in my plans, it's programmed already in my little calendar and my little, you know. I will do that, I will get to it, so let me know. And then we have, this was the background for this, which at this point I was practicing backgrounds, I remember, and I was doing like a lot of work, and I learned a lot during this process of just doing backgrounds. I remember that I learned how to make like the water floaties, you know, when water has like all these little balls, you know. I did that, and ooh, great. No comments. This was like, I know what's happening here. I know that this is Selena and stuff is happening. I just don't know who this is. I have no idea. Then we have Girl with Braids, Selena again. I know because of the, you know, you know. No one except you defines your value. Great. You get some little lifelong advice from my 2020 self. This was supposed to be Sorimo. Have no idea who this is. Space Hair, Luna, Skydar Grey Up, Light Blue Down, Ren Girl. Something inspired by the opening from Anne with an E. Oh, that's true. I love that opening. That opening is great. Which means that this is probably Annie. Or Anne, however you want to pronounce it. Because the thing is, with the whole series, it's like Annie with an E, right? Because she wants you to pronounce the E at the end instead of saying Anne. So it's that. Tigachi. Wasn't this a game? Wasn't this a game? I think that this was a really like cute game, and I really loved the art style for it. I'm pretty sure. Then we have Selena. Really long tongue. Now, who is this? Because I remember that I made this character. I just don't remember who this is. Is this supposed to be Nostalgia? Is my question. I don't know. But the design's cute. Here we have the creator at the time again. Which honestly, cool design, okay? Cool design. Concept, the dragon. But in the style of the Zelda dragon from this game specifically, which is Phantom Hourglass. This character again, I know that I made this character, but who is it supposed to be? I don't know. Beautiful childhood start, then everyone dies. The story of many OCs out there, including mine, if we just are very blunt. This is a cool concept of like a witch flying and then like a bird. Cool concept. A random face in the middle of this hair. This is also a cool concept. Man, I have some banger concepts in here. At the end with an e-opening inspired animation, but with their religious theme. Religious themes always coming along with us. Chibis, honestly really cute. I love how they're just walking, just very silly. Younger than who? I don't know. Running stuff? Something? I don't know. I have no idea. Random girl in a ponytail. Which is something that I don't really draw often. Another cool concept, see? And then, body, head, eye. Another concept which is interesting, it's like, I know that this is nostalgia, just sitting in like a field on a tree, like leaning on a tree and then seeing sun rays, I guess. Then me talking, it was so hot I almost passed out. Happens a lot here, okay? Now I have a headache, that's great. Just to really push it in. This character again. Who are you? Your design is like really almost like ethereal looking, just very nice. But I don't know who you are. Oh, this is one drawing that I made of like a sheep guy that was inspired by an artist. I think their username is Mazamuno, I'm pretty sure. I was like studying their art and I made this drawing and I never posted it. So that's a drawing that you can find in my art packs. Okay, no. Sponsored by me, but I won't push it onto you. Wasn't this that same guy that I was talking to online? Like my good old friend that disappeared off the face of the planet, which I hope he's okay. Romeo and Juliet. This is Jealous, but his old version. He looks fucking crazy. Oh god. A more annoyed face. What was with me just drawing annoyed faces? I don't know. Concept of the creator coming for a broken sky. Still great. Oh, me drawing with colorful pens. So this is Nostalgia, Selena, she, me, and 178 wearing the CRCP mask at the time. This is the little animation that I showed you all in my animating after 6 years video. And I was like, maybe he should walk. Never did that. And then we have body, I guess. 16 pages a week for manga? Why is there just intonation there? What am I even saying? What the fuck is wrong with me? 16 pages a week? Jesus Christ. I probably watched like some video of a mangaka drawing their manga comic page just because they draw a lot. And I was like, okay, if I just do it like them, which I for sure can, I'll be like them, I guess, and I'll have a comic. I have plans, okay? Backgrounds of trees, thing. This is, I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be a child Lena. And this was me seeing Spanish stuff. I'm confused. Oh god, calm down. I'll show this to you, okay? Personal life stuff, I guess. So, this was me. 8th of September of 2020. I hate that my brother is stating that little piece of shit makes me clean entire place more than usual and then talk shit about me. Look, I can confidently tell you all that he isn't a good person, okay? So there's no need for me to feel bad about him and showing all this. Then it's like him being like, you're useless, my girlfriend always does way more than you and he does say anything, and this bunch of shit, and I was like, look at my cheese now. Fuck you! But I end up cleaning anyways. It's so good. Great comic. And then just leave me just being like, I'm so tired. I was so tired I couldn't even finish this page yesterday. This was like me the other day, like finishing this. This little sketch right there is a banger. Honestly though, if I could make stickers, this would be a sticker that I'd make. I'd make it for myself. I could. I could. Just randomly. The next time, like, I'm great. Then the day after. Lately I have been tired to a point where it doesn't matter how much I sleep, I will continue tired. I don't know what to do today, I'm exhausted. Have you thought of like, I don't know, fixing yourself? I don't know how to fix myself. Surimu. Then 12, just 2 days later. Sometimes, whenever I'm like feeling too tired to draw, I just don't sketch. I do draw for my videos, but I just don't do sketchbook stuff. I just abandon it. And then I come back feeling better. Here I was planning to draw my characters all together. Bunch of sketches to like loosen my wrist. Then, more me. I don't remember what day it is. Honestly. Yes, then this is me T-posing, but as a like portrait profile pic sort of. Bunch of like stuff and me just being like, holy fuck, I'm horrible at expressions. Yes. We will get into Apple stuff again. Just give me a moment, okay? This, I'm pretty sure that I was watching something and this was a character from that. Random stuff. This was inspired by a very, very, very famous character from the MLP fan base. I'm pretty sure that you would know, because I just really love that ever since like back in the 2010s, early ones. I don't know if it's 2012, 2013, 14, I don't know. But I just really loved that design specifically and how they mixed every single color in the rainbow together with black, so I was sort of studying that. Then me being like, I wish I had an iPad, but I really don't want to make my family spend so much money since I'm not worthy of it. Just shut up. This drawing, I love this drawing. I love this drawing, okay? Because it's just so simple but so effective. It's literally just me T-posing plus perspective. And it's done in a believable way, so that's great. This was an animatic that I was planning, and I was making illustrations for it, which I abandoned halfway and never happened anything to it. But I still have this drawing and this drawing specifically, which is basically like a sort of metaphoric way of telling how she and Funchan met. Little houses in the sketchbook. That's great, that's something. Sketchbook 9 to Sketchbook 9 2.0. Why 2.0? Wait, was I being trying to be funny with the 2.0? Redraw Geometro, I always have to. Geometro Design 2020 2.0, that's true, because at this point I had already drawn the 2020 version. What do you mean holding pens? This is a character, but this was my cousin's character, but redrawn from the folder series. 178. Selena supposedly dancing. What's with this little chibi? What is going on? This is this 178 or is this that one weird character again? This is chibi me. These bangs for what? I don't know. This is the 2020 2.0 version of Geometron, which if you compare it to the one that is in the actual like little layout thing, which I guess I could start including this one as well, but I don't want to. You see a lot of improvement, okay? You see a lot of improvement, which is good. Now this timestamps, okay, we are getting into something. You remember how I just showed you that I wanted to make a comic, like the mangakas from Japan? Well, I decided I would finally start once and for all. And I was going to make the Xelium story, except that this is pretty much all like scrapped ideas, so none of this is part of the actual story anymore. It always starts off like this, then like going upstairs, and Selena, young Selena, our creator wanting to kill us, giving that feeling. And you can see like they're on buildings, which doesn't make sense thinking of Xelium nowadays for where they live. They live in a small town, so no, it doesn't really make sense. And then she like looks up and we accepted to die for them. Just very intense. And then, excuse you, timestamps will be really important to the story, so always include a panel with her phone, supposedly. She had jumped already and I fell hitting the ground, but I was still alive. That's great. The other one as well. Okay, so this was drawn on the 16th. The other one as well. This one. Oh, I get it. Comic size. Me seeing like the pixel size for comics. I have to censor that, so I already know what I will be doing. This is a sheet drawing that I finished. Guy sitting with his legs crossed. Little skyscrapers. and buildings in general. Me doing a more anime style Selena, which we finally get into. And look at this. I didn't chibify Selena, and that is great. This is where we see actual improvement start. I'll leave this page blank to not interfere with anime style Selena. Yeah. Then me doing a bunch of like intense poses, which is great. Oh great, more stuff. It's basically like Selena waking up and then being like 20, 22, 10:15, Friday 18th. Then the year like, mother text like, don't come late, father, your mother is mother is like, Selena, oh. Then they thought I was crazy. 1 year of praying and I was free. And then I guess she got sent to a mental hospital, which makes sense, right? And then she's like, where's my dress? And then the attendant is just like, I don't know. This is on the 13th, almost 2 p.m. Monday, 11th, a year later. Interesting poses. This is something that I have to censor. Oh, guys. I love Leo. Okay, so we have to get into story time. Did I tell you all? I won't get into the milk bath still, okay? I will never. It doesn't matter how much you try to pry it out of me. I will never tell you. At least not now. But I had many dreams with Jeff the Killer's brother, which I guess is famously known as homicidal Leo. I love Leo since my dreams, okay? He's the best. It's just so nonsensical, okay? I had to. So, I guess I had some sort of dream or something. I don't know what this is, but basically, you all should ship Angel Kill the persona of Leo, okay? Make that ship real. So, here he is, investigating, searching everywhere, looking under the bed. Look at this. Despite it like being poorly drawn, technically, if we look at the technicalities of this has like no good stuff. But you can actually see like he's looking under the bed. It looks cool. It's different. It's unique, right? This is not like just another panel of like him standing there. Like here he is standing and here he is standing and stuff. But this is cool. And I still haven't found anything. What was he looking for? I have no idea. I love the random buildings there in the back. I wonder where he went. Then he's looking like up at the moon, which it's really cool that at this point I was drawing the moon like a very spirally sort of thing. Then you get the call. Who calls people nowadays? Honestly, who calls people nowadays? What's wrong with y'all? Then he picks up and he's like, hello, and then Slenderman, where are you? And it's actually a tablet because he's too big for a phone. And somebody's just chasing after someone else with a knife. If you know the creepypasta community, you would know like the Slender Mansion sort of idea. I love it, okay? It's just so goofy. It's just great. And he's like trying to find him again. And Slender is like, that idiot. And then Leo's like, I'll send you his location. He knows. He's just said he hasn't found anything. How does he know now? Hauntober! This is where Hauntober starts, and my idea was to show Surimo's stories, technically sort of, through like the whole list of December. I think that I actually never finished it, I think. Now here I like say that I finished, but that doesn't count. Here's the first one. I used the Tradigital medium, so I sketched the line art out physically and colored it in digitally. And I guess that you can just like guess the story. If you can guess the story like by this and that, you can tell me down below what you think it is, because I still remember what it is. Hospital scene and Serena's crying. Going back home. Like, I don't have much to say about these specifically. Like, look at that ugly perspective. Damn. And then we just have a random break there. Okay. So basically I was trying to figure out what concept I would draw for the next drawing of Inktober. And I was just concepting stuff. This is also the middle of the entire sketchbook, so we're halfway through it. Look at this! This is so sweet, but I think that I actually did not go with this, even though I should have. I should have, because this is great. This is what I ended up going with. which honestly, the face here, this drawing specifically still looks really nice, if I have to say so myself. Like, the folds, I added too many folds in the clothes, okay? She just looks very leisurely, not very well put together for what she is trying to convey, which is a well-dressed girl, I guess. And, you know, it's, But overall, this drawing is great. Now, this is set in the same environment as this. So, you know, she goes into a broken place. Then she goes to somewhere else, I guess. To their sensor is different, okay? If you don't know this is a chocolate notebook that actually smells like chocolate, and it's great. Here I was trying to plan out more stuff for this story. And basically I bought Winsor & Newton watercolors, which is, calm down. This. Didn't know that this is already 6 years old. I'm running out of red. I should honestly buy new ones, especially if I'm planning to do what I'm planning to do. It would be great, so free Selena. No comments. Here is the drawing of Village, I guess. She didn't stay at the palace that long or something. Okay. Oh no, she goes back, okay. Oh, interesting how the story goes. Oh great. Don't trust toilets, okay? This is how I feel every single day that I have to work. Oh, stuff is happening. Okay. Here I guess I just stopped putting down the list. I got tired. Oh no, just for that one I stopped, okay. Was that not even part of it? No. This is? No. Is it? No, that doesn't make sense. Okay. And here is, I had mentioned in the last video, with that same group of artists that I had an issue with, I ended up joining another group, which had some of the same people there, but basically we got along, and one of those artists, which used to draw really well, like they understood anatomy really well, I like asked them for some advice on how to improve with anatomy, and they recommended me to look at like old masters' studies, like for example, I don't know, Van Gogh or Michelangelo, I don't know, whoever it is. I know that there was one specific artist that they had recommended me of those sorts, you get it, the great masters, and I had looked up how they had studied, and I studied that, which at this point I was trying to really not study other people's studies, because then you like sort of repeat their same mistakes. But I guess in this sense the great masters are the great masters for a reason, so I started studying their stuff and that helped me. Ooh. U-Quiz or Quiz. So, U-Quiz, if you don't know, is this character here, which I still use. They're still part of Selena's story. I guess she's still part of Selena's story. And I love her, my girl. But she came for a dream where I was making like a big acrylic painting of this black and white girl for some reason. They had a sort of really intricate design. I've never in my life seen something like that. So I sort of replicated that, and I remember that in the dream they were called quiz because it was like sort of a quiz of like question of a mystery, you know? So I woke up and I instantly went and drew the design down because I was like, I need to make that drawing that I had in my dream, which I ended up actually drawing, that drawing specifically. And I decided to keep this character because very special. So I put the U in front because of the Japanese word yume, which means dream, you know, that sort of stuff. Not surprising at all. Just very blocky hairstyles, which is interesting. Going back to Inktober. Here is the studies that I was talking about. And as you can see, things change a lot here. And here is where things really change because this is when the anatomy really started hitting. And you continue on. You can see the change, okay? You can calm down. You can see the change, okay? You see the improvement. This really helped me, and I would really recommend it to you all as well. If it doesn't help, then I'm sorry, I guess, but it helped me. That's all that I can say, and that's all that I can recommend. Here's me concepting the next one, which is this. And we start going. Did I actually finish this? To me that I hadn't. And boom! Surprise! Interesting. But you see, they aren't chibified anymore, and this just really improves my art style. Because in my case, the chibification didn't really give what I was trying to achieve, because a lot of the stories that I make are more mature, I guess, in a way. They don't really touch on, you know, lightweight topics and subjects, so it doesn't really make sense for me to use an art style that conveys the opposite. It is an interesting idea, sure, which a lot of times you see cartoons touch on heavier subjects, but their art style is very like chibified and cute and like pretty, and you know, it gives a big contrast. But in my case, that really would not work. So learning actual anatomy and changing that specifically really improved my drawings overall. Now here, there is no background because I'm pretty sure that I did photo bashing for this, okay? Interesting, interesting. Oh, great. We have the creator here. Honestly though, the creator's design was really cool. Interesting stuff. Maybe I should learn from my old self some stuff again. This is a reference to an old drawing, okay? I'll just say that. That's cool that I'm referencing that. And then we have... Great Plains. Love that little... Guys, look at that wheel. That's great, that's great. And then, car, okay. Oh, great. So I actually did finish, I didn't know. I guess I finished Inktober twice, and I joined Inktober twice. This is a bunch... Now this is a drawing that I never did, but I still think about this specific scene even to this day, okay? Now this is 3-point perspective, which is interesting. This is a drawing that I finished, and I sort of turned into an animation, technically, sort of. But it's like really simple, so I don't count it. It's just like these shadows disappearing. This is a reference to my birthday drawing. Oh, whoa, no. Let's deal with that in a bit. Here's the concept of that Inktober drawing. Here's another one, which I was studying. Hatsune 178. I need to draw this. Then we have the creator, which is a really interesting thing. I think that this is sort of like almost tarot card inspired, which I still have my own tarot cards to finish. But I keep postponing for months. Oh god. Jealous? What is this? What is that? I have no idea. Here we just have a motorcycle, I guess. An immense amount of concepts. Okay, oh my god. So, here is don't visit me, honestly. Don't come to my place. I don't want you. I don't want you here, okay? I want to be alone. Honestly, sometimes I think that I should go out and meet people like a normal human being would. I don't go out to talk to people anymore. I go to my friend's place, I guess, sometimes. I know she's moving though, so Here's another tarot card inspired stuff. This is a redraw of a Henry drawing that I did at the beginning of this year, and since I improved this much, as you can see, I decided to draw it again, and the comparison is incredible. Here is basically two drawings that sort of match each other, which is Selena as a kid in the forest and Selena as... I don't know if Selena was 18 at this point, or if she was already an adult. I don't know, nowadays she's an adult, she's in her 20s. But I remember that at some point I was like, let's just go like through this age where you stop technically being a teen. Technically, okay, there's no way that from day to night you stop being a teen, okay? 18 is there for a reason. Where like, that sort of shift happens. Now, these two drawings I can't really show online here because, you know, it's very like head scratching. Basically this says buried hopes and this says lost friendship. Let's just put it at that. You know, Selena like with a hand covering an eye and butterflies, and you know. This is, didn't I draw this? Maybe I had drawn this. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that this was inspired by a statue. Then we have Selena with hands reaching out, and sort of like wispy. Selena, looking cinematic, I guess, and butterflies. Oh, great. I know what this is. Okay, so I will hate editing this. This is, you remember how I said like this sort of beginning like end with an E, sort of inspired like, but more religious and my own stuff. This was the storyboard for that. So then we have Georgie. That's true, Selena had a butterfly named Georgie. Then it's like, here it says lost, abandoned, and then it says killing touch, okay? Just so you know. This drawing I actually colored in. Now this I know is wrong, okay? This I just did for fun because I actually like the look of it, but the anatomy here is not true to how it is. Then a bunch of little drawings. I honestly loved these little faces. I think they're silly and charming. A random outfit, more pose stuff. Honestly, very cinematic stuff here. Cat, because I don't know. I didn't know how to draw animals. Animals? Why am I getting an accent? What's wrong with me? This was Demovie at the time, but his eyes are just very close. That's true. Here I changed my art style from drawing just like whatever it is that this was, no, to actually drawing in the eyelashes. So I was sort of doing very thick lashes. It's an interesting look. This was a character that I was making with my subscribers. I'm way too into YouTube. My followers on Instagram on my old account. Then unfortunately never went through, but this hair looks really cute, okay? Why are you glued? I don't know. More Tsuji Santa studies. Here we have random cute frilly girl with honestly cool design. I should maybe bring that back. This is a drawing that I also finished. Fun-chan. And more N with an E. And I miss watching that show. I should rewatch that. I've rewatched that like 5 times, but it has been a few years now, so I could look at it again. I read the entire books, okay? All of them. I have them in my shelf. Either way, this character that I was making with my followers, almost as subscribers again, have issues. I can't ignore it, okay? What's with this palm tree looking hair? Oh god. But basically I was turning this character that I made with my followers on Instagram into a creature. And I never went through with it, unfortunately. But I still have a sketch, okay? I still have the sketch of that. Random little drawings. Interesting. Look at she looks like a little puppy here. She almost looks like a puppy-faced little character. That's so cute. You see that? It's so charming. This is... Oh, how the fuck did that little dog jump scare me? Bro! I just now realized. Oh no. His dingaling is there. Bro, there's more dingaling. No. Bro, it's getting worse. How did I not notice that? No. Censor. Censor. No. Anyways, let's turn the page again, but now censored, okay? I'm pretty sure that my editing self will not take that out so that the actual transition is smooth. Okay, so this is Cerise, which at this point was still Cerise. But Cerise is Cherry U. Cherry U went from being Cherry Pop to Cerise to Cherry U. Which the U comes from Yume as well. Yes, surprise. Anyways, here I had a concept of like me, but with a tree growing from out of my head and like a little background there, except that he has, as I mentioned before, whether you saw that or not, he's tingling out. with like a girl or someone, I don't even know who that is, like hanging from like a branch offering him an apple, you know, Adam and Eve style. Here is a naked man underneath that. Then we have Selena here, which I think that this was supposed to be like very glitchy. And then we have so sitting there naked and me just be like pointing pee-pee and be like, why? And look, don't ask me why I wanted to draw peepees. I have no idea what got into me. Anatomy got to my head, guys. It really got to me. What the? No! No, it gets worse. Wait, what is with me keeping drawing this same specific thing? I mean, I know, but you know, concept, which I think that this was sort of like stained glass style behind the character, which I think, I don't know who that is, honestly. I would say that it's Selena, but if it was Selena, I would have done this. Here you have Leo, like trying to smile, but you know, sad bro, he is from the Woods Brothers. And then here is me with like bubbles, or are those planets? I think that this is actually the solar system like floating around my head. Cool. Why are her eyes so far apart? I don't know, man. I don't know what you do. But this is cute. I love the little like cat beanie. Very like sort of almost punkish, but in the 2020s. 2020s? Whoa. 2010s, but Tumblr. More Minori style. Honestly, 2020 was just filled with me watching Minori videos because she used to post them a lot and they were really fun to watch. Selena, new. I mean, it's almost the same thing. I guess that the new thing is like me drawing eyelashes coming from the last part. Here we have Soft. This is like a macrame little like plant thingy. And I guess the next page I can't show you because it's... So, more poses. Then it's, what is this? Gray sky, black tree, shadow light coming from behind girl. It's written like all sort of like wrong because I probably got this random vision in the middle of the night and I had to write it down so that I wouldn't forget. Nowadays I have no idea what it's supposed to mean. Short hair, normal colors, female, monster short. I was probably following a challenge and then I never went through with it. And here is me concepting the last page, which I can't show you the last page because Surimu is still naked. Unless I censor it, I guess I could. Let's first focus here. It's me doing like the concept of it and like trying to figure out the pose. And then the time. Well, right. 2020 started August 10th, finished November 3rd. And we have Surimu waving goodbye in that same style. And it's done. We went through some stuff. Now comes sketchbook 9, which I need to give you a preview for. For the next sketchbook tour, we will actually go back again. We will go back to the long ones, but this time you will actually see the real cover underneath these books, which I actually glued like this stronger like cardboardy paper onto the cover because my intention was painting these, but I never did. So we have like 2 or 3 sketchbooks in which we see the real cover here. And this is Sketchbook 9 2.0. Welcome. With the first page, it's me, Henry, and Soph. And I guess I went through with the sketchbook. And we have... Hey, big boy! And hi! You so shy! I love this. I love this little page. I'm pretty sure that this is an anime, but we won't even get into that. Oh look, me trying to draw the cover, or trying to draw the new cover for the Black Garden again. Which honestly, interesting concept. It did not survive. This is a really cool drawing. Let's not even. This is a really cool drawing that I did of Cherryu, which at this point Cheryu's concept got changed again. Completely. Then I was water reflection. Oh yeah, there are like cool scenes where like water sort of reflects back onto the person. I think that that's very cool. Every day is a lullaby. That's great. Here's like the outfit idea that I had for Cherryu, which this was another drawing that I made for her that I also finished, which is cool. I'm afraid. This is line of action stuff, except this. That's just me, be me. More line of action stuff. More line of action stuff. Except this is just hands. And then me going a really weird route with my story, which I honestly can't really explain. It's like almost ethereal, fantasy, religious, all mixed into one thing. It's just an odd one. It was interesting on its own, but for what I had planned for the black art in itself, it doesn't really work. This is a drawing that I also finished. This was a cool dress that I saw and I really liked the gradient, so I drew it. Me writing a story. Start to middle, great. Then middle to end just goes crazy. And then this is me analyzing people's styles. Now, I actually wrote down whose style this is. This is Project Tiger 2016's our style. 2016 as in the year 2016. Project Tiger is the artist. The rest I have no idea. I would never be able to tell you. And this looks cute. And I had like a whole idea for that, I guess. And next time we will get into, as you can see, colors in the back, a little comic page, but that will wait until next month. So I hope you enjoyed this little video and I hope to see you in the next one. Look forward to the next one if you watch these, and I don't know, bye!